Okay, sports fans, here we are back. We haven't done one of these in a while, but it's good to get back into swing. Um, you guys might know I retired, so my schedule's a little bit different right now. But we're back with a 3 minute AD, and I just got back from Denver last week from the national conference, and I was able to take LTC 625, the public address course. Um, Let me tell you something. It was probably one of the most enlightening courses that I have taken in a long time because of the importance of the public address announcer. And, in a quick 3 minutes, we're going to try to give you a little bit of background on what this course entails and what your PA announcers need to do. The number one thing they need to do is be good sports. You cannot have the NBA type announcing at your high school games. The object of the game, the announcer, is to inform the crowd, give the crowd good information. In the event there is an emergency, that public address announcer has to be the one that's the calm voice. But when we start to show over favoritism towards one team, as opposed to the home team, as opposed to the visiting team, it just doesn't set a good example. The analogy they use is Bob Shepard, the old Yankees announcer. You wouldn't couldn't tell that he was the home announcer because of the way he announced the names. And he was such a good announcer that Derek Jeter, every time he came up after Bob retired, wanted Bob Shepard to announce number two, Derek Jeter. I've been to a lot of games in my life, and yes, I have heard the home team do certain things, play music at a different time. We were at a game last year where the new LED lights that are on there were being flashed by the home team while we were there. And it does infuriate the crowd a bit, and really that's not the role of the public address announcer. You can certainly show some enthusiasm, but there's ways to do it. I'm not going to sit here and show you how to do it, but certainly if you were to take the course, you would get the exact verbiage that needs to be used when you're announcing a game. And the other thing is safety. I mean, in an emergency situation, a public address announcer is your critical piece of the puzzle, just as much as your security team is, so that person has to be trained. And there are certifications available for public address announcing on a national level that you could look into. Certainly we're going to post those things. We're actually going to make this a workshop in the new AD workshop, but you just really, when you're announcing games, or if someone you have is announcing games, it could be an alumni, it could be a retired teacher, it could be a current teacher. Just try to keep it where people that come to see your games feel comfortable being at your games. And if the home team wins, wonderful, but we don't need those exaltations during the game because it just sets a bad tone. Remember, these people are going to be guests in your facility. We need to treat them like guests. They're not the enemy. That's not the way we look at things. We're in a tough world right now. Sportsmanship is on the decline. What better way to get the sportsmanship ball rolling again than to have a good public address announcer that respects both teams? This is Jim again for the 3 minute AD. I appreciate you coming in. It's the holiday season, so Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Have a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2022. And don't forget, for our guys in the NYS AAA, the NYS AAA conference begins March 15th through the 18th. We're offering 6 LTC courses, and we have a great program set up by our president, Mike Murray. So God bless you all. Have a great time this holiday season, and we'll see you in the new year. Take care.